Oh, we don't film that over there. Anyway. So, we've all met up here at the gas station. And we're about to go to Cars and Coffee. It's freezing ass cold.
It's only awkward if you make it awkward.
Cody lowered the G a little more.
He did lower it. I asked Jake, he said you got smaller tires. He lied to me.
Both!
He lied to me.
Jake's car, out and about. He's got matching wheels now. Well, sheesh. Louie's up there. And we got all cat head. All the boys. Jake swap's looking pretty good. We'll have a first drive video probably pretty soon. But for now, I'm gonna show you some stuff I've got cooking up. So, if it's well received, we might have some Spicy Boy merch. Nothing crazy, just some stickers. Richard's already got one on his car. The old S13 here. So if y'all are interested in the cotton candy colorway SB stickers, let me know and we'll get those rolling and I'll figure out some way to sell those. So for now we're gonna walk around Cars and Coffee and find something cool to look at. So right over from where we parked there's a super minty 240. Super clean, red, factory wheels. The dash is immaculate. And it's not got a dash cover like most of them. Most of the clean dashes have a cover on them. Climate control's intact. It is an auto, but if you can't respect an auto being super clean, then you shouldn't be in the cars. I think stupid clean. And then the pickup. That's like the combo. Looks like original rain guards. How many miles does it have? 36K? That is insane. So we're here looking at Kevin's 89 CRX SI. He got this off of Seth, I believe. And it's actually got a really nice kit on it. Some Inky J speeds, which is actually a really good looking wheel. And it's super clean. Okay. There's a lot of cool spots over there that I want to. Tasteful interior, carbon hood. You know, all the stuff. He's got some plans for it, some suspension and things like that, but I can't wait to see this thing in the future. What do we think about this?
I love it.
What do we think? God. That looks so tough, dude. It's got like... It wouldn't be Cars and Coffee if you didn't actually get some coffee, right?
Or some good stuff too.
Or a burrito.
Traveling Tom's coffee truck.
Gotta have that AARP right there, baby.
Go ahead.
Howdy. What do we have here? That ain't supposed to be in there. I love the color of the valve cover. So it's got a B, is it B18 or B20?
It is a B20.
B20 in this tiny little thing.
Yeah, B20B.
And then the Mugen wheels. I wish I would have never got rid of mine.
Look at the spare. The spare's the best part. Look at the spare.
That is sick. So this gentleman here that owns this car actually hosts Classic Hondas on the Dragon. And what do you think? What do you rate? What do you rate the car out of 10?
100 out of 10.
So
100
this is
perfect.
This is easily Jake's favorite car, huh?
Absolutely. This is exactly what I want my car to be like. Like exactly what I want my car to be.
Heck yeah. So what is your name, sir?
My name is Cameron Grady, Nashville, Tennessee native, and this is my 1985 Honda Civic hatchback.
So if you look, it does not have the typical power plant that an 85 Civic would have. So this is a
Honda CR-V engine, so the People's B Series motor. It's a high compression JDM import, full dropout with an LS transmission, LS intake manifold, and an ITR exhaust manifold. Really simple, makes a lot more power and is a lot more reliable than the factory carbureted motor that came in these.
This definitely up the pep level, huh?
Yeah, 100%. Honestly, even if you didn't want speed though, you can't get parts for those old engines anymore. If you blow an oil pump, that you cannot find them. Even regular maintenance items are usually special order at this point.
Right.
And I like to take my cars on road trips, so this was the answer. Obviously, modern fuel injection swap with parts availability. You can go to an auto parts store and buy anything you want for these. They made about 5 million Honda CR-Vs, so yes, parts are plentiful. If you lose a spark plug or throw an alternator belt, you're not going to be waiting 3 days to get one.
Exactly. That's super cool. So did you do all the swap work yourself?
So for this vehicle, no. So I have a couple of these torsion bar Hondas. I have a first generation CRX as well. This was an acquisition that I got that was mostly complete when I got it. I purchased it from a gentleman that built this in his garage in Oregon. He's a wonderful old gentleman that has built multiple classic cars, and he had built this and decided he was done with it, wanted it to go to an enthusiast that was going to use it, and agreed to sell it to me on one condition. I've loved this story. He said, you have to take it out to Classic Hondas on the Dragon, take pictures of it, and send me the photos. That's exactly what I did.
Which is ironic because you run Classic Hondas on the Dragon.
I'm one of the event hosts for Classic Hondas on the Dragon. I've got my shirt on from this last year's meet where we had the torsion bar feature. And yes, this car was at that Classic Hondas on the Dragon meet, so I was able to fulfill his wish. I got his photos, sent him his way.
And if you haven't made it out to a Classic Hondas on the Dragon, I highly recommend it. Last year was my first year going, and I probably won't miss another one. I've been trying to get out there for a couple years, but this past year just kind of worked out, and it was a blast. So if you haven't went, you definitely should.
The 85s had recessed headlights. Everybody's usually a big fan of those because you just don't see them around any longer. These were retained. It has the European blinker lights, and the man that built it was really a work with your hands, salt of the earth kind of guy. He took the factory blinker lights, embossed a DX emblem into them, and cast his own clear versions that has a DX logo embossed in it. Just those little touches, man, he really cared about this car a lot, and I like leaving them on there just as an homage to all the work that he put in.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
Your 2.0 badge there?
Yeah, so that's from a Honda Prelude. Just a little nod to the fact that it's got a 2-liter under the hood. I thought it was neat, fit in the grill well. It's got a front lip off of a Volvo, and this is an original dealer vanity tag from Honda back in the day. My family's worked either at or for Honda in various ways over the years, and this was just something kicking around. But that's about it on the front end. Everything else is really pretty stock on the nose.
And then I noticed the CF48s.
Yeah, those are 15-inch Mugen CF48s. Hard to find in that size now, and I actually have a couple of sizes of them. I really like that wheel. They're super funky, and they fit this car well.
I actually had a set on my sedan for a little while, but I got them for a steal and ended up turning around and flipping them.
You could steal them because people didn't like them. They thought they were ugly. They were like, this wheel looks like a fan clutch. I don't understand this wheel. Now people appreciate them a lot, and they're worth a lot of money, which is interesting. But I think the way they look on this car suits it well.
You've got some interior stuff done as well, kind of just driver comforts.
Yeah, 100%, man. So the seats, the passenger seat, I have a matching driver, is actually from a Toyota Tercel.
Okay.
They match the color blue of the interior really well, and I think they look pretty rad.
It does.
It's got an Azumi steering wheel, and otherwise pretty stock. It's
very
factory
tasteful.
blue interior car. and it all just kind of went back together as it came from the factory.
So it's very tasteful. I like that about it. I like a very simple interior that gets the job done, and this does it very well. So I really appreciate your time and showing us a few things on the car.
Yeah.
And we'll definitely be catching up with you on Classic Hondas and Dragon
You're
this year.
welcome, man. Thank you for showing interest, and I look forward to seeing you back out at the meet.